How can a single nation with more diversity than many entire continents feel like one unified whole? I mean, really, what's the secret? What's the invisible force that holds this incredibly varied country together? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into today.
You know, from the vibrant saris you'll see in the south to the intricate turbans of the north, India is just this incredible kaleidoscope of cultures. It's a place where you can travel just a few hundred kilometers, and suddenly the language, the food, even the way people dress, it all changes completely. And this isn't just some surface-level thing. It's a living testament to the rich, deep history of the subcontinent.
And that right there, that's the great paradox we're exploring. With so many distinct cultures, languages, and traditions all packed into one place, what's the common thread? What weaves them all together into a single nation? Let's see if we can find out.
Okay, so to really understand the power of India's unity, we have to first get a feel for the sheer scale of its diversity. For anyone looking from the outside, that first impression can be, well, a little overwhelming. It's a beautiful, but honestly pretty bewildering mosaic of cultures.
I mean, you look at a crowd like this, and it's easy to just see a sea of faces, right? But inside that mass of humanity are countless individual stories, communities, and cultures. The real trick, as our source material points out, is to see the one inside the many, to find that shared identity that unites everyone.
Get this. The Indian Constitution officially recognizes 22 different languages. Now, to put that into perspective, the entire European Union has 24 official languages, and that's just scratching the surface. There are over 150 dialects spoken all across India. You'd think that kind of linguistic diversity would be a recipe for division, but somehow it's not.
But what if we're looking at it all wrong? What if this incredible diversity isn't a weakness, but actually a source of strength? The sources we've been digging into suggest that there's a much deeper unity at play. Some kind of force that binds all these different cultures together. Let's try and figure out what that is.
And you know, this isn't a new idea. Thinkers like Sir Herbert Riesly have been saying for a long time that if you look past all the surface-level differences, there's a fundamental unity to life in India. From the snowy Himalayas all the way down to the tropical south, there's this shared cultural DNA that connects people.
The historian Vincent A. Smith actually takes that idea a step further. He argues that Indian civilization has this really unique and powerful identity that stayed consistent for thousands of years. It's this shared cultural heritage that makes India a single, unified entity, not just some random collection of states.
So, here's the real kicker. This whole idea of a unified India isn't some modern political invention. It's a concept that's been woven into the very fabric of the subcontinent's history for centuries. The people of India have, for a long, long time, seen themselves as part of a single, shared story.
Okay, so what's the secret sauce? If it's not a single language or a single political system, what is it that holds this massive, diverse nation together? Well, the answer, according to our sources, lies in this powerful an ancient cultural glue. Let's take a closer look at what it's made of.
Just look at these unbelievable rock-cut caves at Ajanta and Ellora. These are not just architectural marvels, they're proof of a shared artistic vision that crosses any regional boundary. They're a physical embodiment of a culture that belongs to all of India.
You can also see the unifying power of Indian culture in its performing arts. Take this iconic image of Shiva as Nataraja, the cosmic dancer. This incredible symbol of creation, destruction, and the endless cycle of life. It's understood and revered all across the country. It's a shared cultural touchstone for millions.
And this gets to a really key point. In India, dance is so much more than just entertainment. It's a form of spiritual expression. It's a way to connect with the divine. And this shared understanding of dance as a sacred art is another one of those powerful threads in the tapestry of Indian unity. And the exact same thing is true for Indian classical music. Yeah, the styles might be a little different between the north and the south, but they're all built on the same foundation. Ragas, which are these melodic structures that create specific moods, and talas, the complex rhythms that are the music's backbone. It's like a shared musical language that creates this deep connection between musicians and listeners everywhere in the country.
Now, what's really fascinating is that this powerful cultural unity isn't just staying within India's borders. In recent years, the rest of the world has really started to take notice, and these ancient traditions are now finding a global audience.
It's a pretty interesting trend, right? In a world that's supposedly more connected than ever, a lot of people in the West are feeling more disconnected, and they're turning to the ancient wisdom of India for answers, looking for a deeper meaning that, frankly, materialism just can't provide.
So what is it they're looking for? Well, it's the timeless wisdom of India's spiritual traditions. Things like meditation, the idea of universal brotherhood, the pursuit of inner peace. These are the very same values that have helped unite India for centuries, and now they're starting to inspire people all around the world.
So all of this leads to our final and maybe our most important point. This incredibly rich cultural heritage is a legacy. It's a torch that's been passed down generation after generation, and now it's in our hands to carry it forward.
The source material really leaves us with a profound choice. On one side, you have the path of material progress. It's taken us to the moon, sure, but it has also left a lot of people feeling empty and disconnected. And on the other side, there's the path of spiritual growth, which promises inner peace and a much deeper connection to ourselves and the world.
And so, we're left with this one huge question. If a shared culture can unite a nation as incredibly diverse as India, could it also unite a world that feels more divided than ever before? Maybe, just maybe, the secret to a more connected future isn't in what separates us, but in the timeless wisdom that we all share.